10, Grant. Our top 10 for this week. Let me close that. Our top 10 for this week is top 10 games we want, but we'll probably never get.
Mm-hmm.
And this is going to be very almost. It's not going to be mirroring last week's top 10 when it came to games slept on. The most slept on games, but it's close.
Yeah.
All right, Grant, go. It's my turn, so I'll go
Was
first.
it not? No, I think it was my turn.
It's my turn to go first, bud.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh,
that's right. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, I'm going to go first anyway.
Okay.
So I'm in control of this podcast.
Loser.
All right. My number 10, Grant. I want a Sleeping Dogs 2.
Sleeping Dogs 2, okay.
You know?
Yeah. I agree.
Just give me a Sleeping Dogs 2. Sleeping Dogs 1 was on my list of most overslept games.
Yeah.
Or games slept on the most. But Sleeping Dogs 2, they need one.
Yeah.
I think it'd be great. But we're probably never going to get it.
Probably never going to get it.
Probably never going to get it. All right, Grant, you're number 10.
My number 10 is Half-Life 3.
Oh, buddy. Let me tell you.
And no, Half-Life Alyx does not count. It was good.
And Counter-Strike does not count.
Yeah. I think Half-Life 3 would be great. I feel like Valve has stopped learning how to count. I think 2 is how they can count. This is how as they go. But that's what they should make. That's what they should do. It's my number 10.
Give us a Half-Life 3. We've been talking. People have talking about this for over 10 years.
Yeah, you got Half-Life 3 on yours,
15 years maybe.
You got this on your thing, don't you?
Yeah, it's my number 6.
Okay.
Number 6. But we'll go to my number 9.
All right.
I don't understand why they haven't made one of these yet. Again, a sequel or something. I know they made a remake or remaster of the first one of this game, Dead Space 1. Mm-hmm. Where's Dead Space 4? We're probably never going to get it.
Never going to get it.
There's been so long since Dead Space 3, so if we haven't had a Dead Space 4 by now with the next-gen systems, we're not going to have a Dead Space 4. Yeah. Thank you for remastering. It was a great remaster, but I want another sequel.
Number 9, and this is probably... you can't say a lot of bad things from Software, but this one, I have to say, where's Bloodborne 2?
Yeah, where's Bloodborne? Everyone's been asking for that.
Yeah. Like, you could put the remaster or the PC port. Seems like a good win, right? Maybe. Maybe. But a full sequel? That would be even better.
Bloodborne, dude, like... They've tried modding this over to PC and everything. Sony's just fucking hanging on to this thing.
Yeah.
Like it's their little baby and they don't want to let go of it.
Yep.
Just at least give us a PC port and let the modders do their thing, man.
It's true.
Do that at the bare minimum. But if not, give us a fucking sequel.
Yeah.
But they're not going to.
Nope.
They're not going to. All right, Grandma, number 8. We talked about this one last week, too. Let me go and pull it up real quick. All right. Dino Crisis.
Very good. That's on my list as well.
Dino Crisis. Where is my sequel? Now, they're talking about it. And they did recently when we talked about the news last week when it came to...
There's whiffs of it. There's whiffs of smoke in the air.
They supposedly trademarked... Dino Crisis finally in Japan. So we might be getting something Dino Crisis related.
That's just going to be a card game. Remember when they had that new... remember when everybody thought they were about to come up after Dragon Ball Super? There was the Dragon Ball Heroes. Like, oh man, it's going to be tight. It was like that fucking arcade game or whatever it was.
I mean, you had a perfect opportunity. Could have been in development of Dino Crisis 2 or something like that by now, and then wait for the new Jurassic Park movie to drop, and didn't drop that about a month later.
Yep.
Killing. Make money. But I guess, we don't get paid the big bucks to think of stuff like that. Some other people do. But I guess they can't think of stuff like that.
All right, you ready for this?
Yep.
I would like a new Silent Hill, wait for it, led by Hideo Kojima.
Yeah.
And with that rocky road with him and Konami, probably not going to happen.
Not going to happen. He has completely said, "Go F yourself."
Him and Guillermo del Toro are a perfect team for that. We're the perfect team.
Yeah, he told Konami, "No, thank you. I'll put Metal Gear, Solid Snake, and all those games into one game with
Yep.
Death Stranding.
Mm-hmm.
Even Silent Hill, kind of, when you think about the
Yeah.
monsters. He'll add all those functions of Metal Gear, Silent Hill, everything into one game. So you get to experience all that stuff in one game. Yeah, Silent Hills. That was a crazy thing. But the reason for this Fallout is why we have Death Stranding.
Yep.
All right, Grant. Number 7. This was a catastrophe. This could have been so good. Let me pull this up real quick. I don't remember back in 2016, Grant, they announced or teased a multiplayer Fable.
I forgot about that, man.
Called Fable Legends. Well, they stopped making it. It got canceled. The project got canceled. But let me tell you, dude, give me a Fable Legends. Multiplayer? Fantastic. I'd take it.
But
we're never going to get it.
But it has to be done by Lionhead.
Yeah. But we're never going to get it.
No.
We're going to get this new Fable that's coming out. Hopefully, they're adding another protagonist or a character creator. Hopefully, that you don't have to play as that goblin they've been showing on all their gameplay footage.
Who doesn't even look like the actual person.
Doesn't look like the real person. It's not an appealing character. No one wants to play the character. But anyway, yeah, Fable Legends will never get in this anyway. So, all right, Grant, go ahead.
Number 7 is probably a lot lower than yours, just because you're a bigger fan than I am. Star Wars 1313. Not going to happen. But
not going to happen.
It would be fun to play a Boba Fett like Uncharted style game.
I decided to go for a different Star Wars game for this one.
I got you.
But yeah, Star Wars 1313, not going to happen.
Not going to happen. But it would be nice if it did, but it's not going to.
It would be nice. Now, my number 6 was Half-Life 3.
Okay.
So keep going.
Oh, you said number 6 was Half-Life 3?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Number 6, an Ocarina of Time remake. Probably not. Well, this one actually probably could happen later.
They could do a remake.
They may. But I think that would be crucial. Here's the thing is, I would take a remake with Breath of the Wild looks, but not Breath of the Wild gameplay. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want all my shit to break. I don't want all that stuff. Like, the open world, stuff like that. Just the way I would sacrifice.
Pretty much the same game except open world.
Yeah, basically.
And that's all you're asking for.
Basically.
Yeah, prepared Arbus. Yeah, goblin dude. And that's what she looks like. She looks like a fucking goblin. I mean, worst character design ever besides Tosh. Well, I mean, you could probably compare the two. But yeah, Fable, the new Fable character design. I mean, I swear to God, I hope they're creating another.
We'll see.
Character for that. At least maybe you can make your own character. I don't know. Anyway, so my number 5, Grant.
Mm-hmm.
Buddy, oh buddy. Why they have? I mean, fucking BioWare. All right, but my number 5, Grant, is Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic 3.
Okay. Yeah.
They were talking about. Rumor is they're making a remake for the first one, right? I don't know, but just give us a third one. Don't worry about the fucking remake. Just give us a third one.
We're going
to put some love into it. Put some love. Throw some love on that thing.
And we ain't talking about
but modern day BioWare and all those guys, they couldn't pull it off. That's probably why they're doing a remake for the first one, because they know as a company they stand today after Dragon Age of Velgard and they're working on Mass Effect 5, they could never fucking pull that off.
Nah, probably not.
They'd make it lame and gay.
My next one would be Dino Crisis.
Yeah, Dino Crisis.
All right, talk about it. So you're up 4.
4. I love this game. Skies of Arcadia 2.
Yeah.
Give me a 2.
Yeah.
The first one was so good, but it came out on Dreamcast, and then later, about a year later, on GameCube, but it kind of just died out.
Yeah.
But this was a fantastic RPG. A great RPG. Bring this world back. Give me a number 2. Why haven't you given me a 2 yet? Has the studio dissolved? I don't know. Fucking know the studio, pick it up. Buy the rights to it.
Yeah.
Make a second one.
Probably can't be that expensive.
Jeez.
You probably can get it for 2 double chicken
airship combat with turn-based combat and all that stuff. Great characters, great world building. Give me another one.
Yeah.
I'll take it, but it's not going to happen.
All right. My number 4, which is probably not going to happen. I hope it does. It's probably not going to. Xenogears remake.
No.
Probably not going to happen.
And if they did happen, they'd fuck it up somehow.
It'd be fucked up.
They get rid of the religious theme, or
they take out the religious theme.
They'll dumb it down.
At this point, here's the thing.
HD 2D remake.
Not even that.
Don't even touch nothing in the game. Just some of the backgrounds.
Not even that. I'm to the point where just fucking put it on the PlayStation Store.
Yeah,
I paid $20 for it. just put this old
100%.
I'd buy right now. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying just put the old game up there. I don't care.
Buy right now.
Exactly. That's all you got to do. At this point, I don't care.
All right, Grant.
Mm-hmm.
My number 3. Grant, is that Legend of Dragoon.
Nice. Yeah.
Give me number 2. But guess what? It ain't gonna fucking happen.
Nah.
One of the best RPGs on the PlayStation 1 ain't getting a remake or ain't getting a sequel.
Even a remake.
No, not even probably a remake. Good thing is, at least they put it on the PlayStation Store. You can buy it for $10. That's about it.
Yeah, that's true, and it's worth the $10. It's actually
worth the $10.
I'd pay $20 for it.
But yeah, we're not getting it.
No,
they're not touching this game ever again because they're fucking losers.
All right. Here we go. This one's not going to get made either. Fallout New Vegas 2.
Ain't happening.
Not happening. Why? Why do you think that is? Because Bethesda and Obsidian, now everybody that goes to Microsoft dies. Like once you go to Microsoft, just
no, man. They got to finish the Elder Scrolls 6, and then they got to.
Oh my god,
they got to finish that Oblivion remake too.
Listen to me.
Elder
Scrolls 6 will not be out before 2030.
I don't know what's going on, dude.
They won't be here in 5 years.
Bethesda, what are you doing? All right, because Starfield's over.
Yeah. Stop milking that. Stop milking that cow. That's out of milk.
Yeah, just let the modders
take old Bessie out to the field. Put a bullet in her eyes. It's time to let her go.
It's sad, but I even like Starfield, dude. I enjoyed the game, but they just weren't ready. They got to get rid of the old fucking. They got to get rid of that old style engine of It's got to be updated, dude. Yep. Like I hope Elder Scrolls 6 is. They updated a lot compared to their old shit. Because the facial features and how the dialogue is, they got to fucking upgrade that. All right, it's not Skyrim days anymore.
No.
All right, my number 2, Grant. Talked about it last week. That was actually my number 1 on most slept on games. It's Lost Odyssey.
Yeah, okay.
I want a sequel.
I think what they should honestly what they should do. I don't think there's a lot of people who know about this game. They should actually just do a remake for this first.
They could. Yeah, remake would be good.
Kind of reintroduce it to everybody.
Yeah.
Because you're right. I mean,
or just maybe a sequel in the same world.
Or just how about you just fucking talk about it? That's what I'm saying, man. Microsoft is taking this downward trend where it's like you remember when you're a business, you're like, holy shit, Microsoft gave us an offer. We're about to be fucking huge. Now it's kind of like, oh God, Microsoft wants us. What do we do? I'm saying,
they're making games that are like, by the time their game releases, there's so many other companies that have just completely ran laps around them. And when the game finally releases from like Bethesda or whoever, it's behind.
The brass that's in charge of all of Microsoft is not the brass of old. The old
Avowed would have been a great game about 7-8 years ago.
Oh yeah, shit, yeah, it would have been.
It would have been a great game.
Would have been
about 7 or 8 years ago.
But somebody should have had the nuts to look at the guy in the face and say, "This game is beautiful, but it's antiquated." At the same time, like that's what they should have said. Like nobody has nuts to tell these developers, "Look, I don't like the way it looks. Fucking trash it or start over. It's ugly."
If you drop Starfield shortly after Skyrim, like give Skyrim maybe a year after Skyrim, if you drop Starfield a year after that, you're looking at possibly another Skyrim-esque game they're talking about years to come.
Yep.
But no, they took way too long to make it, and it just wasn't revolutionary, really.
Yep. All right, number 2. Hideo Kojima's Metal Gear Solid remake. Again, not going to happen.
Not going to happen.
But that would be amazing.
They'll remake it probably, but it's not going to have Kojima helping with it.
Yeah. I mean, and don't sit there and say, "Oh, well, they got the Master Collection." Nobody gives a shit about that. We're talking about
the Snake Eater coming out, but again, you're not looking at a lot of Kojima.
Once Kojima was gone
in the remake,
so was Metal Gear. I mean, Metal Gear. I mean, it'll be a decent game, but once you lose the magician, the magic doesn't work the same.
Yeah. Ripley Movie says cheap viewers on Stream Boo. What's all this fucking Stream Boo? People always come in this damn stream talking about some Stream Boo. We don't pay for viewers, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get up. You know what? Let me block this guy.
Go ahead.
Blocking him. Blocked.
He's probably gonna like. He's
go ahead and say Stream Boo again.
He's gonna sit there and he's probably hit you with the Uno card and block you. The reverse Uno.
He's just going to change the numbers and log back in. Like, yeah, come Stream Boo. Come Stream Boo.
All right. That's funny.
Number 1, Grant.
Number 1. We probably got the same number 1.
Chrono Break.
You're fucking right. That's it. That's it.
Come on, man.
Like you talked about it and then canceled it.
Come on, man.
Like you gave us a little bit of hope. Gave us a little bit of hope a while back that you were listening to the fans. And then you're just like, we don't want to do this no more.
I mean,
you know,
I don't know if I want to talk more about this because we talked so much about it last week.
Like, I don't know if I like looking at this picture anymore, you know, because for 2 reasons. 1, it makes me feel fucking old as shit. And 2, it takes me back to a time that
gets me hyped up.
Well, it takes me back to a time that where great games were great games, and it doesn't seem like we'll ever get back to that time again.
I just don't know what they're. I mean, why are they just fucking staring at this?
Because they think that they know more. Oh, it's got to be another Final Fantasy IX remake.
They've made they're making an HD 2D remake for every fucking game that came out during this time.
But if heaven forbid,
why not touch this one?
Heaven forbid if somebody did the work for them and said, "Hey, I got one already in it," they're getting sued into oblivion because they didn't fuck it up. Like there was literally a PlayStation port for this game with PlayStation graphics, and they sued the shit out the guy. Cease and desist. All this other stuff. This dude made a full PlayStation version of Chrono Trigger,
and they didn't do nothing with it. At least they didn't even touch it themselves.
No, he uploaded it on YouTube, and then they fucking saw it and fucking cease and desist. You're going to hear from my lawyers, and made him take it down. I bet you can still find the video somewhere. I guarantee you can probably find it somewhere because I'm sure you know what they say.
Once it's like, hey, you want to come work with us?
Or hey, how about we just buy it from you? We'll give you $10 million, and we've already done the work for us.
Wow, that's a cool looking game. How about you come to this team and you can lead this team and you make the game even better?
Yeah.
They didn't do that?
No, or they could have said, hey, here's $10 million. Send us the code. Send us all the files. Here you go. And we'll give you 2% of sales. But you know what they wanted to do? We didn't come up with it, so we're going to sue you. But you know what they say about things on the internet. Once you're on the internet, we'll be on the internet forever, me and you. You can Google us. We'll be on the internet forever, no matter what we do. That's a cool thing. So this thing will be on the internet.
Man, you know what? And see, and this is why Game Workshop can fuck up some things. But I give them credit when that guy made the Star Tease video by himself for the 40K. You know, he did everything himself. Games Workshop was like, you know what? Come over here.
Yeah.
That's fucking badass.
Well, I mean, in business,
come work with our team.
Anytime
and
teach
that them how to do this.
Exactly, because anytime that in business, like any type of business that hires people, and you're in this type of like art and all this other stuff, what's the first thing they ask you for? A portfolio. Hey, let me see some of your work. This guy goddamn remade the whole game with better graphics. That was his portfolio, and you know what it said? Meh, nope. We didn't come up with it, so we're going to sue you. Kind of like Nintendo got mad because Power World was more clever than Pokemon. Oh no, can't have that. Can't have that.
Well, you should have made an open world Pokemon like they did.
So we're going to sue the shit out of you.
So they were like, you know what? We're going to sue
And the
them.
thing about and the thing
You
about
can't have
that,
the game. And guess what? 15 years later, still have nothing touched.
well, that's what I'm
Fucking
saying.
touch anything with your Chrono Trigger.
And the thing about it is, it's like it'd be one thing if like they were suing, if Pokemon was suing and it was like close to the names, like the guy, like I got a dragon named Barzard. Like, okay, all right, I get it. You're going to sue him, you know, and he's like, he looks just like Charizard and he's blue, you know, I get that. But like this one, even like, I mean, you can't just have a monopoly on fucking pocket monsters and shit like that. Like, you just can't. You get what I'm saying? Like, you can't just have a monopoly,
dude. It's just a travesty.
Terrible.
No Chrono Trigger remake or sequel or nothing. Travesty. It's still to date the biggest travesty in the gaming world.
Yeah,
it really is. People don't talk about it enough. Maybe they do. Maybe they do. All right, Grant.